911, what is your emergency?
There's men, they're breaking into my house. I think they're here. No.
You look much better. Getting out, socializing.
Good evening, everyone. It's Nick here, and this evening we're going to be reviewing, well, I'll be reviewing the train smash, also known as Death Wish by Eli Roth. Now, this movie is based on the Charles Bronson movie of 1974. In fact, it actually launched Charles Bronson's career. It's a movie about a vigilante. It's about a surgeon. In this case, was Bruce Willis as the lead. What's his name again? Not that we really needed to care. Dr. Paul Kersey. That's right. So he's a surgeon, and he gets to see on a daily basis the horrors of violence and, of course, of criminal violence over here. So yeah, he goes out, and his wife gets killed in a home invasion and a break-in, and his daughter gets put into a coma. So he kind of goes batshit insane and decides to go out and just kill random people. Not just random people though, but I mean criminals, bad people. You deserve to die, kids. And does so in a way, shooting boom, 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 like an amateur. And he then, through doing this, he makes contact with the people who actually did kill his wife, and he goes and extracts revenge on this. While this is all happening, we have his brother. I think it's his brother, or I think it's a detective. His role is Detective Frank Orcher. You really kind of think it's his brother because he's constantly lending money. So Bruce Willis's character is constantly lending money to Vincent D'Onofrio's character. So yeah, it's a really weird hazy. They don't really pay much attention to that. You've got Dean Norris acting as Detective Raines. You've got Elizabeth Shue, who is Jodie Kersey, who gets killed very early on. And that's about it. And yeah, so you would think with the caliber of actors, especially with someone like Vincent, okay, Bruce Willis has been more misses than hits in the past 10, 15 years. You would think, with Dean Norris and Vincent D'Onofrio, that at least you have something there to watch. But I'm not kidding you. Vincent at certain times looks confused, like why the fuck am I here? I think he probably failed some test, maybe failed a bet, blackmail, bribery, I'm not sure. But you can see that he was disheartened with some of these lines that he had to deliver. Sort of like I'm doing it because it's a meal ticket, I'm sure he doesn't have to worry about that. So God alone knows how Eli Roth managed to get an actor of his caliber. I can kind of understand Bruce Willis. He's been phoning in his performances for a long time now. I don't know why the guy isn't making good movies anymore, even good action movies. I mean, come on, man. The guy used to be a hero. The less we talk about the Die Hard movies, the last 2 or 3, I suppose, of them, absolutely terrible. So, yeah, I don't know what he's doing in this. And as far as phoning it in, he didn't phone us and he fucking SMS'd it in because he was so disinterested throughout the movie, even when he was sort of trying to cry. He's like, my wife dead wife. Wife dead wife. And that's about it. Quite pathetic, to be honest with you. And a movie like this coming out a couple of weeks after the Florida shooting where 17 people were killed by a lunatic who was able to get guns, I hate to say it, but this movie is almost like an NSA advert. The guns flowing out and what you can get, how easily you can get. I mean, there's even a stage where Bruce Willis's character asks, how easy is it to get the gun? And the guy's like, there's easier ways of getting it, trust me, and this is, from a shop. So that I felt was kind of in bad taste. Like, obviously this it wasn't planned to come out at this time, but in a sort of environment that we're living in right now, I don't think there is any need for that. There's no space for that, if you want to call it a space. So yeah, I kind of felt that the grotesque violence, which you do expect, excuse me, from Eli Roth, but again, it just didn't feel that it was needed over here. The social commentary, I suppose, if you want to call it that, was looking at the vigilante through the lens of the media, and you have the media constantly on the radio and on TV saying, is he a hero? Is he I think his name's a Grim Reaper, they nickname him the Grim Reaper, so is he actually an angel helping us, or is he causing more trouble than he's actually fixing? And that was dealt with, okay, not too badly, I must say. I mean, it was quite prominent in the movie. So yeah, I mean, it did look at that, but unfortunately, because you're glorifying what Bruce Willis's character is doing, the sort of answer to all social ills seems to be down the fucking barrel of whatever gun he manages to get hold of, whether it's a big pump-action shotgun or a fully automatic weapon. It looks like if you want to fix things in society, go and shoot the shit out of it and it'll be good. So yeah, I mean, we had a screening with all of our readers, not all of our readers, but some of our readers. And if you look below, You'll see what they had to think of it. Quite a few people did enjoy it, actually. I think people enjoyed it because it was so bad it was good. Some people enjoyed it because it was like a skit and donner. It was like, sort of like hit and run or just an action fad thing. But for me, as I say, I felt that it was just very inappropriate to really, really glamorize violence and the way it can be used as a tool to get back at people who need to get back at. Because like I say, we had one person sitting next to us, he was like, yeah! When the first person died, and then it dies. These people they're not just shot dead. They lie there gurgling, blood coming out, going, ah! It's quite graphic, eh? A car gets dropped on one guy's head, and you see what looks like intestines coming out of his head, so I'm not quite sure how that worked. Anyway, he must have been a real shithead. Ha ha ha! Terrible. So yeah, there's some really, and then one torture scene where Bruce Willis's character cuts out a guy's nerve. He says this is the biggest nerve in the body, and if you put, vehicle oil, brake oil, I think it was, onto this nerve, which is now foaming and stuff, and this guy's screaming out. And one of my friends, his girlfriend's actually a doctor. She said, "Such bullshit." I mean, it really is. It's completely unnecessary to put something in there, because he's a surgeon, so he knows how to get the most painful thing without you passing out, apparently. So yeah, I don't think it's necessary, this movie. I really don't know why Eli Roth bothered with this, because we all knew it was going to be a train smash, and I don't mean in a good way. This is pretty fucking bad. It was fun because we watch it with all our readers, and watching with readers and stuff is cool because everyone's like making a noise and checking my battery, just making a noise and going ooh ah and stuff. So that kind of festive atmosphere. It was fun, but sitting and thinking about it afterwards, at first I thought this was so bad it's good. But the more I think about it, no, I have to sort of recant on that. I don't think it's so bad it's good. I just think it's so bad it's bad. Kervin, I think, agrees with me that we agrees that it's just bad. It's not so good. It's bad. Sorry, bad. It's good. It's just bad. So yeah, I mean, I can't imagine this movie. It hasn't done very well. I know that it hasn't done very well, and I can't imagine why people would want to put this together and sort of try and force it down their throats to enjoy it. There was a brief moment of hope. When they released a trailer that was set in a sort of 70s genre vibe, the man is so broken, he will do anything. It's like, dish, dish, dish. And that looked awesome, even with the sort of sepia and the film sort of running and stuff. That looked great, like a Quentin Tarantino kind of thing, I suppose. And that was like, wow, if they made a movie like that where it didn't take itself so serious, and it really does take itself seriously, with an actor who just doesn't give a shit, just stonewall the whole way. I really hope he's going to be better in Glass. This is, of course, Emma Shyamalan's next movie that came out after a couple of other ones, which I'm not going to mention because if you haven't seen it, it might be a spoiler. But I really hope he dials it up because, quite frankly, I'm getting sick of Bruce Willis now, which I've never thought I'd say. I mean, how do they pay for an action star like that to deliver what he has delivered? I don't know. I'm sorry. I love you, Bruce Willis, but I don't like the acting that you've offered in the last 10 years. So I'm kind of off you at the moment. You better sort some shit out before... I suppose there is no before because movies like this get made. I'm surprised it didn't go straight to VOD, video on demand, or even get whacked onto Netflix. They seem to accept any shit anyway these days. But yeah, I would recommend not seeing this. If I had to pay to go and watch this movie, I would be really pissed off. Because cinemas are expensive these days, especially when you take popcorn and Cokes or whatever the hell into account. So I'm going to give this a 4.5, which is the lowest grade I think I've given a movie. I think it's the lowest. Baywatch was somewhere there, I think The Mummy was somewhere there, but yeah, I think it deserves a 4.5, maybe even less, maybe even a 4, but I'm going to give it a 4.5 because some of the directing was interesting, the action scenes they felt real, nothing like Heat, nothing like Heat, but yeah, I'd give this a 4.5 out of 10. It's a movie that you could probably, if you wake up late on a Sunday because you're pissing it up the night before and you're hungover, and you're lying in bed with a Coke or whatever to try and keep your electrolytes up, whatever, and it happens to be on TV in the background, you might leave it on. But the problem is with this movie is it starts so damn slow as well. Action only happens halfway through, so if you're watching it on TV, you're going to go, boring, flick it off. So unless you happen to come in halfway through, I reckon you guys will be pretty disappointed. So stay the hell away rather. Go watch something else. American Assassin, God, anything. And I think you guys will have avoided the bullet. Catch you guys later. Enjoy.